Hi. I wanted to talk to you about something for a second here. There was a song by my friend Rich Mullins, and it goes like this. This part was actually talking, and he said, "What does it mean to be human? What does it mean to be human? I cannot help but to think that the history of the world, it meant that we were capable of aspiring to high ideals, like maybe faith and maybe loyalty and maybe even love. I cannot help but to think that it means that we are spiritual, that we are free, that we are responsible to be free." And he goes on, and I love the idea of what does it mean to be human. And I grapple with that because I'm not from here. I'm just kidding. People think that. It's so funny what people think. Okay. I have no idea where they get that. But been here all my life. But the idea of what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to be human? I loved in humanities class while I was in college. I was at a liberal arts college for a year, and shout out Milligan. But it was like a movie we had to watch during humanities class called Romero. Romero, that's what it was. It was an old black and white movie. And it was about the inhumanity of, I want to say it's Argentina, but I'm not sure if that's correct. Shoot. I'm slipping. But it was about a time when there was a hostile takeover, and a lot of people were being persecuted for their faith. They were also being persecuted for being any different at all from the exact makeup of what the people in charge wanted them to be like. So it was this really difficult time, and I remember Romero when he was a priest there, and he was finally put into jail for trying to preach freedom from the pulpit, and they put him in jail, killed a bunch of his parishioners, tortured them, just terrible things. And Romero, I said, I am a human being. I am a human being, because they were being treated so inhumanely. And I just think about that. I think about, the powers that be, the ones that want to be in charge, the ones that fight and scrap their way to the top, and then they say, because we're powerful and you're little, it's going to look exactly the way we want it to look, and you're going to fall in line or else we're going to hurt you. And that's been the root of tyranny and dictatorship and evil since time began, since sin entered the world. That's not God's design. And it's not something that we have to abide by or be okay with. We just don't. We are free. We're free, made by a God who wants us to be free. Free to have a relationship with Him, and free to have a relationship with each other. And that's how we're designed. We're designed for freedom. We're not designed to be cookie cutter anything. And I just want you to mull that over a little bit. The whole movie of Romero kept going back and forth from real life to a scenario where he was playing chess with the devil, the Reaper, with death. And death finally won that one in the end, until Jesus conquered death. So it's a very interesting thought And I just want to inspire people to think a little deeper, just because that's what I do and what I want people to do. So I hope that you're not mad. Don't care if you are. But I love you anyway, because it's unconditional love. So I love you and God loves you, and I will talk to you later. And I'll probably pray with you before bed. Good night. I will talk to you soon.